And it's interesting you mentioned how like your family wanted you to succeed, they want you to pursue your passion, and yet there's also this, and not that they were necessarily trying to keep you from going, but there is
Yeah.
kind of that dynamic sometimes of, yeah, this is what I want, and the people want to support me, but I know that they're not going to like the result when I go, and whether or not that's people directly saying, "Don't go,
Yeah.
why are you going?" or just that, "Oh man, we're going to miss you." That's a
Yeah.
huge leap.
Yeah. Well, and I'd made the decision where it's like that I wanted to live my life with the mindset, and it still is the mindset. And I kind of, my family knows this too, was, I was going to leave and I was going to experience the world. I wanted to go out and I wanted to see different things. I wanted to experience different things out of Kentucky, but with the mindset of kind of how you said, where buses go everywhere. I know
Mhm.
that, I'm a plane ride away from being back to visit family and
Right.
all that stuff. But I've always had the mindset too of like, once I kind of do my journey and I kind of experience to do the things I want to do, that eventually getting back and settling down and that being a final spot, being closer to family,
Hmm.
So it's like I've always known that. I was like, I can go do my thing, but like home's always going to be there, right? Like it doesn't matter how
Right.
long you're away, you can always go back, So when I feel like the time's right, like that could be an option for me where, maybe I move back to Nashville, Tennessee, or like still, I'm teaching or working in journalism, but like now I'm a car ride away from my family, especially with having a son, I want him to be able to grow up and know his, grandma and grandpa and aunts and uncles, all that type of thing. But
Hmm.
yeah, just the knowing that like, even though I can't see my family every day, I mean, I can still talk to them every day, FaceTime them every day.
Yeah.
But just knowing that, if I want to and when I want to, I can always go back. Like it's always going to be there. Home's always going to be
Yeah.
there. But now when I go back home, I get to come back home and share all the experiences that I've had over the years,
Hmm.
right? Like that's the thing. It's just I never wanted to live a life where, as I get older and my son, I have grandkids and things like that, and they come up and they go, "Hey, granddad, tell me something interesting about you. Tell me something about your life." And then for me to like, if I would have had to scratch my head to think of something, like I would have been very
Hmm.
disappointed in myself. So I
Right.
want to do things where like once I get to that stage, I can sit there for hours and tell them the people I've met, the experiences I had, the
Yeah.
things that I've done in life, and not just in that I stepped out of my comfort zone. I was able to do these type of things because I feel like that's one of the things, that's a lasting thing that you can leave. Material things are going to come and go, but those memories and that knowledge and that type of thing, those are things that you can share. They're going to continue to be carried on from generation after generation after generation.
Right. And you're gonna be scratching your head because you're gonna have so many things to share. You're gonna be trying to figure out which one to start with. You're gonna be like, where do I
Yeah.
start for this story?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is amazing. And also the more success you have, the more you can afford to go back and to share that success with